Got you. Oh, cool.
Peace, love, and Black empowerment. We're back with the new episode of the Frontline Black News. Sorry we're running a little late again. It's the second week in a row we've been running late. I am your host, Shane Krumah, and this is episode 48.
Jesus.
48. Almost a year. We're almost at a year, y'all, of the Frontline Black News.
You mean it's not almost a year? That's been a year.
Yeah, it's been almost a year. It'll be a year in a couple weeks.
What makes a year? What makes a year?
Episode 52.
Oh.
52 weeks in the year.
That's all right. Cognitive dissonance. It's a real factor.
So, I am your host, Chan Krumah. I'm joined with my other host, Lady Che.
You saw me earlier.
And we are joined with our guests tonight. You're muted, CJ. We're joined tonight, Brother CJ.
Finally on the show.
Brother I've known for quite a long
everybody.
time.
Peace, everybody.
We're actually in the same cult church together.
Oh, God.
And
was it the Mother of God church?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
They baptized me too, but it's all good, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Right.
Going with my boy Christian Mata, who was on the last show. And
how y'all doing? Peace.
Peace to our viewers. We see you.
Yeah, two little eyeballs.
Feel free to chime in. I'll put the link in the comments. You want to jump on.
Right.
Advise you not to unless you want to get chewed out.
Unless you want to get chewed out. Especially if you're a Biden supporter.
Oh, my God.
We definitely want
say
you
you're
to
a Biden
chime
night.
in.
Please say you're a Biden night. I've been
Say
waiting.
you're a Biden night.
A whole year I've been waiting.
We will be discussing several things tonight. The first thing is Tangibles 2022. The next thing is Kim Potter gets more time in the murder of Daunte Wright in Minnesota. Whoopi Goldberg gets Plantation Wake Up Call.
I like that.
She's trying to pull the honorary Black card. I'm Black today. And I said so.
And she got a rude away.
She really tried to. I'm like, why would we give her a hard time? She tried. She tried.
Where's the cap? Where's the cap?
And she said,
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Fucking haters.
Democrats trying to advance HR 40. It's a nothing burger, Black family, nothing. But we'll get into that later.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was like, I definitely want to know about this.
Yeah, I did. I covered it on the RVA today.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we went in. And then I played a special song at the end.
Biden's DOJ, for those that don't know what DOJ is, that's Department of Justice, tries to lower the killers of Armaud Arbery's sentence with a plea bargain. Plea deal.
They snuck that in. They tried to do it at night.
So that white privilege ain't working for him, is what he's saying. Okay.
No, they're trying to make it work for him by getting
they is
deal.
The mama and
because the father who asked, because remember the father was a former deputy or police officer. Remember, so he got association with a lot of the members.
All lives matter shit.
Oh,
come on now.
So he was.
So that white privilege is getting broke. Go sit in there with them.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with everybody. The last 5 years, I ain't been able to flex my black card as strong as I have been ever. I'm talking about I use it for everything.
Yeah.
So I can't even get food stamps anymore. You know what I'm saying?
We're trying to extort white people,
right,
for something that's owed to us.
Yeah, that's old. It's already ours.
Oh,
yeah, but then you got Crystal Corlon who comes over here and steals land and says, "Oh, I'm gonna give all the black people herpes and all this shit." So yeah, okay.
That ain't nothing new. Nigga, they tried to hit us with syphilis. Look, we still here. Shit.
Yeah.
They try to hit us with every goddamn thing.
Shit.
Everything. Because I guarantee you, this COVID really ain't even structured for them. It's mainly structured for us and the poor. You know what I'm saying?
For us.
A minor flu. We had this last month. It was a minor flu.
That's to us. Shit, but for them, it's you know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
it's a whole nother level of severity.
They're dropping like flies. They already have minus birth rate, but let me continue with the intro, y'all. So then
let's do
it.
Biden's DOJ once again won't reopen the Tamir Rice case. So we still waiting on you, Biden supporters. You got some explaining to do. Biden's DOJ won't reopen the Kendrick Johnson case. But I thought Biden was so much better than Trump. Brian Flores is suing NFL for racial discrimination. DeSantis, y'all next president, wants to pass a law outlawing talking about white supremacy in classrooms.
Oh wow!
Unhoused neighbor news and unhoused neighbor sweeps. So we got a full roster tonight, y'all.
DeSantis is okay with letting the Nazis roam Florida freely.
And it's funny because a lot of Nazis are black.
Yeah.
What?
I can't wait till we get on that. Yeah.
Orlando, we talked about that on the Revolutionary.
There's a book that y'all should get. It's called "The Black Victims of Hitler's Black Victims."
Oh yeah,
and it talks about So there was he had a lot of like black, Asian, and people that was on his army because he was going against, you know what I'm saying, the regrime and stuff like that because his father was Jewish.
Yeah,
I heard about that, but I've never seen any actual evidence on it.
Yeah, I got the book. I got all the information. So we're gonna eat cracker soup tonight. Eat cracker soup.
Eat cracker soup.
And that's all you gotta do.
Yeah, right.
Because
digest it.
Shit, well, my sous chef taught me in the kitchen. If it's white, it ain't right.
It ain't right.
Hey,
I ain't trying to eat.
That's why you don't eat no starch.
That's true.
Y'all know Dr. Layla Africa died, right?
What?
Yeah. He passed away last year. Yep.
Oh, really?
Rest in true power.
Yes. He said we are different, and he was not lying.
Wow. Yeah, the last death that I caught was Gregory, Big Gregory.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, but you know, them brothers was where we're going right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
They spirit is in us. Always thank the spirit.
Right.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. It says, know the spirit, know yourself. You know what I'm saying? Self-knowledge sets you free.
Right. It's also the year of change your own narrative. Don't let motherfuckers tell you what they want to tell you. You know, you should just change the narrative altogether.
Shout out to our viewers. Drop a comment or two, so we let us know that you're in here. And
don't be no Russian bot. You get blocked.
Don't be no Russian bots. And if you're a Biden supporter, make yourself known. Thank you.
And if you ain't and if you ain't eating cracker soup, you better get off.
It's melanated tonight. It's always melanated, but it's hella melanated tonight. So.
Oh hell yeah, man! We got to turn this shit out.
Even with me.
Real talk.
Okay, so the first topic is Tangibles 2022. So just to refresh everybody's memories on what the hell that is, it's a whole lot. So I'm gonna share what Tariq Nasheed came up with in 2020 when we were going through the Biden or Trump. Which one? Pick one.
Biden, man. I mean, not Biden. Trump.
Can y'all see that?
Scandalous that he's coming up for court.
Yeah.
Okay, so in 2020, brother by the name of Tariq Nasheed came out with the hashtag Tangibles 2020. And
snap.
Yeah, zoom in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there you go. That's better.
Yeah, I know it by heart, but I want to read it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The 2020 presidential elections are coming up, and foundational Black Americans are going to reject the 50-year malign neglect policy that has been implemented by the political system. This malign neglect policy mandates that Black Americans should be ignored and only mentioned in vague and non-specific terms, lumping foundational Black Americans into groups with minorities, immigrants, people of color, etc., has only hindered the progress of Black Americans as a group while providing tangible benefits for other groups. In this election cycle, Black Americans are going to insist that our needs are specifically met by politicians who are seeking our votes.
Right.
Foundational Black Americans want tangible benefits specifically for us. We do not want trickle-down secondary benefits that are provided for every group.
Right.
So, not that, I want to do for everybody. Them days are over.
Right.
Every group has not been systematically marginalized and disenfranchised in every area of society as foundational Black Americans. So we refuse to be lumped in groups that often assist in the exploitation and disenfranchisement of Black Americans. So politicians must offer tangibles, specifically to foundational Black Americans, or we simply will not vote for them.
Period.
Be sure to spread this message far and wide on social media using the hashtag Tangibles2020. So, Black family, I did just that. I expanded this message far and wide. I created my own hashtags, starting with Tangibles 2021. And now we're in the year of 2022. And it still remains. We want our goddamn tangibles. So any politician that's seeking your vote, including myself, because I'm running for mayor, I will be the next mayor of Denver in 2023.
Hey, man, speak that.
Seeking your vote, demand something tangible for your vote, including myself. If they're not offering anything tangible, Black family, don't waste your time on it. So the midterms are coming up, and the Democrats are running scared.
I like that, Democrats.
Now they're throwing out Obama. They're throwing out Michelle Obama. They're trying to hit us every which way. Oh, now Biden wants to put a Black Supreme Court justice, a Black woman, appoint her to Supreme Court justice. They're just throwing all kinds of symbolism at us. Oh, the first Black this. Oh, the first Black that. No, them days are over, Black family. If it's not tangible, we're not with it. So what does he mean by tangible? Tangible is something concrete, something substantive, something with substance.
Yeah.
Something you can count, measure, feel.
Realistic.
Something that's realistic, something that's tangible.
Yeah, sustenance is number one.
Yeah.
So if they're not coming with anything tangible, Black family, don't waste your time. Like I said, the midterms are coming up. Democrats don't know what they're gonna do. They're already, a lot of them are hanging up throwing in the towel, saying enough is enough, and they're dropping out. They're not running for re-election. So it's gonna be real interesting come November, when it's gonna be a red surge. And oh well, because either way, we don't win. The Republicans and the Democrats represent two sides of the same wicked bird, which is racism, white supremacy. And their whole function is to maintain that and keep that in place.
Here's family.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't hear him.
That's good because that's been a smart ass comment too.
Okay, there you go.
So yeah,
I said the rudeness is real.
Well, that's a good thing because I didn't need to hear it.
No.
Not with my attitude. I would have been through my phone and had to go buy another one. Yeah.
So that's what Tangibles 2020, Tangibles 2021, Tangibles 2022 is all about. So don't forget, Black family, any politician that goes for the Democrats, that goes for the Republicans, hell, that even goes for the independents. If they're not offering nothing tangible for you, don't vote. They say, well, you're encouraging people not to vote. No, we're saying stop voting just to be voting. Stop voting because the white-owned media told you to go vote. Or we just can't have 4 more years of Trump. Oh my God. Oh, okay. So now you got Jim Crow Biden who's shitting and pissing all over himself. He got Alzheimer's, dementia. He's one step away from the nursing home as your president. And things have not gotten better, Black family. In fact, they've gotten worse. And everybody's gotten something tangible but us. So everybody, the illegals, the LGBTQ, the Asians, all that. Even natives, so-called Native Americans.
That was recent.
Ain't got nothing tangible from having Biden or Kamala Harris in office. And we told you they wasn't going to do nothing for us. We told you on a previous program, Mile High News, now Unity Community News, they weren't going to do nothing tangible for you. And now you see fat meat is greasy, and now y'all are running, hiding, scared, don't know what to do, because enough is enough of this shit.
Real shit.
The Democratic Party is collapsing, it's imploding on itself, and we welcome it because we've been voting Democrat for 50, 60 years, and we have got nothing tangible for it. So if the Republicans take over, so be it. We're not going to get nothing tangible from them either. So why not have the whole two-party system collapse right before our very eyes? And we can start all over because the Democrats are dependent on us, Black family. We vote majority in the Democrats. It's something like 85, 90%. I think Black women is like 90%.
Look at what I got on. That's proof of the pudding. Man, for some reason, we started out.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I made this myself.
That's nice. That's what's up, man. You got that good creativity.
Yeah, but the irony of what you're saying though, JP, is like, I mean, that's it. I mean, how is it that our ancestors started out as sharecrop holders and on the Republican side of the party, knowing that that's where the power was at, and now all of a sudden we've been conditioned into the Democratic Party, which has always leveraged us, you know what I'm saying, as batteries to this overall political system. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, we need them for this, but since they won't get up and do it for themselves, that's going to give us the right to take this and that and this.
What they do, brother CJ, is they use us for an American value, and then they abandon us during our time of need.
Yes.
Anybody's in the time of need, it's us.
Right.
We need a fucking Marshall Plan. Excuse my language. We need a Marshall Plan. We need an emergency action plan. We are in emergency. We are in a state of an emergency, Black family. And Biden is not getting it. He's so senile, so out of touch, and don't give a fuck at all. And
so I got something to interject.
Like a demon.
I got something to interject with that because the interesting facts on the data statistics in foreign relations, they know by 2030, they said like 1% of us are going to be somewhat functioning in the new society, because most of the Black culture is going to be bankrupt, in debt, or absolutely just broke.
Yep. Well, see,
now
is fighting against time.
Now he's speaking my language. So you said they said that by 2030, right?
Yeah. That's in 8 years.
By 2030. So check this out. What people don't realize is, now here's pay attention to this. Nostradamus, who was they call him a prophet, whatever he is, but he was an astrologist. He was an astrologer. He had predicted something about a new city that was going to get a great earthquake that was going to happen. And most people think it was New York, but it was actually LA. It was actually LA. Now, this Super Bowl this year is going to be
in LA.
Mary J. Blige. It's going to be Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, Dr. Dre, Eminem, the token white, and Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they cheat this Super Bowl, it's going to be something that's going to sit up there that's going to cause some revenue that come through, that's going to probably be something with rich people. You see what I'm saying? Because they say by the time 2032 comes, the black race should be more advanced, more than the white people. But you see, you got a lot of white offspring people. You know what I'm saying? White offsprings is the ones. You know what I'm saying? When the white man was raping the black women. You know what I'm saying? They was raping the black women and making illegitimate children that had straight hair, but it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, the same type of people.
Sorry, we're joined by Jerry Burton, who is the creator of the Safe Outdoor Spaces.
Where's your camera, cousin?
Oh wow.
And
where's your camera, Jerry?
He was part of
y'all can't see me?
No,
we can't see
you.
Oh, let me do this.
Okay.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, Christian Martin. Yeah. So the
y'all
thing
hear me,
about
right?
it is,
we can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you, brother.
Okay.
But the thing about it is that the population of our race is gonna get stronger. So, like I tell a white offspring, and I tell a white person, I say, I'm not afraid of you.
Right.
I gotta worry about my own people because it was our own people that went into them goddamn caves when they was trying to be survival. And on top of that, we banished them
and they came around and fucking around and came in and enslaved us. We banished them because they was doing shit to their skin. They was bleaching their skin. They was doing all kinds of sick, sadistic shit. And we said, get the fuck out of here. We're going to send you to Europa, which is now Europe.
They definitely
and they got caught up in that fucking ice age.
They definitely ain't gonna make the laws of my heart. Okay, her heart is.
Well, you know what I see? I see this. I see white folks taking down their own government, whether Trump win or not.
Yep.
And that's coming up 2024 when
DeSantis ticket. Watch out for that.
But the funny thing is, there's a galactic alignment that's getting ready to happen. So when that galactic alignment happens, you know what I'm saying? The white offsprings who are white Hispanics, white Native Americans, white artists, they're going to sit there and say, well, you know what? I'm actually black. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have to worry about killing the white folks because they're going to do it for us.
May I say something?
They don't act as buffer classes and stand in the way of us getting to the Caucasoid. Now, if they help us fight the
Caucasoid, you can't even call them Caucasoid. You call them pink.
No.
I'm gonna be clean.
Caucasoid is the right term.
May I say something?
Go ahead, Jerry.
Okay. Let me say something real quick.
Israelite talk. We got to get through the show.
No, it's not Israelite talking. It's none of that. What I'm saying is, if y'all have not noticed, in the last year or so, the very people that we are against is the very people that are clear people. And just notice there.
Yeah, they're definitely clear.
Just notice turn. And the thing is about this is I don't know, have y'all been paying attention to what is really going on, not only here, but across the nations? They are clear people. And the point is, they are trying to manipulate themselves into our culture to where they are, I'm
saying they've been trying to do that. What they're trying to do
is But what I'm saying is, they know for a fact that they are obsolete, that they are no longer viable. But my people have to understand that we are the chosen one.
Absolutely.
And we are not Africans. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. This is why we push foundational Black Americans, American descendants of slavery. But
exactly. I know why.
Monologue, Jerry. We don't have time for a monologue. We got a whole lot of topics to get through.
Okay. I didn't know.
So just go warm up some cracker soup and eat it. That's all you gotta do. You'll be full.
Boy, I'm gonna come out there and kick your butt.
Go ahead, Jesse.
Well, y'all,
your what is his damn name? No, what is his name? Who does he look like? Jerry.
He looks like
Jamie Foxx.
No.
Oh, word.
No, he doesn't. When he had that motherfucking suit on that one time, like Friday Night Live,
Red Fox
in the back.
No, Jamie.
Oh, girl,
Jamie Foxx.
Don't go there.
That's not my fault. You look like you was like, you was going.
Don't go there.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Don't go there.
Dancing shit. He was like the Black John Travolta.
Hey,
I gotta move us along.
The truth is the truth,
Jerry. So we just talked about Tangibles 2022.
Yeah.
Do you know about Tangibles 2022?
I know about Tangibles 2022, and I know about what we want, and I know about what we deserve. But at the same time, though, I know about they're not going to give it to us.
Not well.
Well, if they give it to us, they know that their is basically over with.
Yeah. Well, their time, their reign of terror is over anyway. This is their last hurrah. This is why they put Trump in. This is why they're trying to get back in.
All
that shit. So I'm gonna move us on to the next topic, which is Kim
Potter. Go ahead.
Kim Potter, the murderer of Daunte Wright in Minnesota, the one that mistaken her taser for her gun.
Oh, okay.
Scheduled for February 18th. Attorney offers perspective. So they're trying to give her more time than originally she was given.
Good.
In 2 weeks, Hampton County District Court Judge Regina Chu will determine the fate of Kim Potter. The former Brooklyn Center police officer was convicted in December of first and second degree manslaughter for the fatally shooting Daunte Wright during a traffic stop last April. Under Minnesota statutes, Potter will be sentenced on the most serious charge of first-degree manslaughter. As for how Judge Chu will rule, CCX News asks the criminal defense attorney based in Rogers to provide perspective. In this particular case, a presumptive sentence is 86 months in prison, said Matt Holston, a criminal defense attorney from Martin and Wagner law firm. There is a range that the judge can sentence between the low end of the box of 74 months and the high end of the box 103 months. What? For the judge to do something different than that, either to give more time or less time, or as the defense is asking, to sentence Kim Potter to probation. Fuck no. The court has to find substantial and compelling reasons to treat this case differently than the average case. The prosecution says Potter should face a sentence above the state's guidelines because she abused her authority as a police officer and endangered others when firing her weapon. Damn, Skippy.
Yeah, she
the
did.
Defense, meanwhile, argues that Potter should get a lower sentence. Fuck no.
Why?
No.
Even
that
probation.
Kill her. And she did it personally. She could never kill.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's difficult to say whether the judge will issue a sentence above the sentencing guidelines, but he says it's likely that Potter won't receive probation. Good. So there wasn't anything legally requiring Judge Chu or Chow, I think it's Chu or Chow, I can't tell, to take Kim Potter into custody. Holston said, referring to the time of the verdict. Judge Cho certainly could have said, you know what, I'm going to leave things as it is. Come back on the sentencing date. You will appear out of custody, and I'm going to make a decision at that point what I'm going to do for the sentencing perspective. The fact that she took Kim Potter into custody leads me to believe, as sort of the threshold decision, Judge Cho is likely to decide that she's not going to grant a downward dispositional departure and place Kim Potter on probation. Judge Cho will sentence Potter February 18th. So, Black family, we will keep you updated on this case. Mm-hmm. Kim Potter is a clear-cut murderer. Clearly. She should have got charged with fucking capital murder.
Hell yeah.
We killed this brother, talking about she mistaken her taser for a gun. How are you on the force for 26 years and you don't know the difference between your taser and your gun?
Her training day too.
And she was training the officer at the same time.
Yeah. And I mean, her own officer spoke against her because they even said that there was a clear difference in the weight versus your taser versus a full functioning handgun.
Clear difference in the side.
She been carrying
everything.
One side for like 26 years and the other one for like 30. Come on,
yeah.
You
Come on, now.
On sides. What the fuck she trying to play the okie doke with us, man? Please.
Yeah.
To our viewers.
Yeah. Hi.
They all do that though. They all do that shit.
Well,
they'll sit there when they think that they not on camera or that they ain't got ears listening. They'll tell you to your face, "I'll fucking take your life." And then it's after they take your life, then they want to play the victim card. Mm-hmm. You know.
But they'll say, "Oh, I fear."
Like she was smiling.
I made a mistake.
Yeah. I made a mistake.
Well, you know, that's why she was smiling in the picture with showing all her little yellow teeth. And she was sitting up there smiling and shit.
Yeah.
But I want to share something personal with y'all real quick. So do y'all remember Fernando Castile?
Yes.
Yeah.
In minutes. Yeah, my last name is Castile. So that was like family.
I thought you were related to him.
Yeah, and he was actually, they had it on camera and all that, and they never charged, I think, them cops for that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And
who was it?
And it's kind of crazy. It was Fernando Castile.
Yanez was the one that killed him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's kind of funny because, like, your bitch ass better not run across me on the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know.
Remember they gave that officer that ran over that white girl, that hit that white girl, they gave him 20 years, Muhammad Marwah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
this was around the same time as Fernando Castile.
Oh, okay.
Either way.
Yeah, so but the thing about it is
and Yanez, I don't think he served any time in prison.
Nah, he didn't get shit, dude. He didn't get shit. And he shot him in cold blood.
Your Asian, Black and Asian coalition, there isn't one. Because some Asians was rallying behind motherfucking Yanez after he did that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
Shit.
That's why the Asian community is falling too.
Yep.
Hey,
because
I'm glad y'all brought that up.
Hey, motherfuckers, don't patron.
They so stupid, they don't even realize, dumb bitches, that the San, S-A-N, they call them San, but which I believe is not how you pronounce it. I believe it's San, people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ever seen The Gods Must Be Crazy?
Yes.
The Bushmen?
Yes.
So that's all, that's where the fucking bitch ass Asian people come from.
Yeah.
And I say bitch ass Asian people, I said because, dude, your eyes are slanted, duh. And then you look just like them, duh. Because we sat up there and went up there, duh, you dumb motherfuckers. So learn your, learn our story while you're trying to make it his story.
They still ain't got Genghis Khan, man.
Man, I'm sick of them.
Right.
I'm ready to go and just start breaking down doors and just taking them out and just say, give me what you got.
Where we at right now, shit, we about to have foreigners breaking down our doors and doing that same shit because China and Russia.
Afghanis in, they already
here.
Afghanis is here.
Yeah,
Russia's gonna get ready to destroy America, and it's not black
this
people.
Shit's here.
Let me clarify that. melanated people.
Yeah.
It's going to white America.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
White America's getting ready to get destroyed. Putin don't like them.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to fight for this government. Shit, they can go blow these motherfuckers up. I don't give a shit because I might be a spy for them bitches.
Hey, that's what happened in Vietnam.
Yep.
You can ask a lot of vets. They'll tell you. Black soldiers went over there and they directly told them, "Go back home. This ain't your war. We got guys that we pray to that look just like you.
Just like you, the Nagas.
Yep.
You know, they knew it right then and there.
Mm-hmm. The Nagas and the Chomsky.
Yeah, and see what we're battling right now is a whole conditioning of the mind because we got all of our brothers and sisters that are part of these lost tribes. You see what I'm saying? So you got a group that's the Asiatic. You see what I'm saying? You got a group like you said earlier that's the white. You see what I'm saying? So we got our lost brothers and sisters in all these categories, but because they're conditioned under his story, you know what I'm saying? Like they're led to believe that everything is actually leveraged on the foundation of Europa, but it's not. It's not at all. You know what I'm saying? Because the deeper you dig, the darker the roots are. You see what I'm saying? And so, that's the fear factor, you know, because the blacker it gets, the more that they have to shed light and give us recognition. But they're so far up right now that they know that it would be detrimental to, you know what I'm saying, to give us that hand up. So we're at that point where Tupac spoke of in the 90s. Like we're at the part where we got tired of singing, I'm hungry, can you feed us? Now we about to kick down doors. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where we at.
And to add to what Brother Jones was saying, when they talk about Yoruba, you got to look up Yoruba. That was a Yorubian from Yoruba. You know what I'm saying? Name Iruopa. A black princess that was in Europe. So what that means is white America, y'all getting ready to go down, and I want to bring it down with y'all. But y'all white folks is gonna bring y'all down because they some fucking pussies.
It's about that time.
It's about that time anyway.
They already mapped it out. They're already gonna be the minority by 2032.
That's why what Brother Jones was saying about 2030, I was like, man, I can show you that in some of the astrology books I got, you know what I'm saying, and how proven that we're going to outnorm them. And you know what I tell, like, a lot of the Spanish people, I said, listen, real Spanish people know they black. And they gonna fight for us. And they gonna kill these white folks, bro.
They're still mad racist though, and they're still claiming white and everything. So
because that's the condition.
The Mexicans call her Maate.
Right.
That's the condition. Because they benefit. They benefit by being registered as white. They get it. They don't get the full white privilege. They get a taste. You see what I'm saying? It's the whole. It's the situation when you give one of the slaves the whip. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. So it's like, hey, Master's going on vacation, but in the meantime, I'm gonna need you to keep the rest of these niggas in check. You know what I'm saying? And then that whole time he's been with us, but until he gets that whip, all of a sudden now this motherfucker's larger than life. You know what I'm saying? Now he forgot that he was in the trenches with us. You see what I'm saying? That's the issue with the Brown.
Get their wake up call, and that brings us to our next topic.
That's whip.
We waken Nat Turner's spirit.
The next topic is Whoopi. Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi go white.
She has they. Oh my God! I went off about this earlier this morning.
Whoopi Goldberg gets her plantation wake up call, y'all.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Fucked up, like, man, she's got outnumbered sitting on the View.
I want to hear that. Go ahead, spit that.
She wear dreads, not locks.
She tried. Give it.
Facts.
You try. You can't really school these motherfucking white people.
Tonight on the Blacc channel. What happens when you start playing?
Man, look at her. She getting all big and shit.
Yo, getting all big, bro. Have you seen her underneath that table?
No,
they got like a big wooden block.
The RVA
to support, man. That woman's off the deep end. She's off the deep end. She is.
She's a big one.
With being Jewish, because she has a Jewish name. But they had to let her know, no, nigga, you are not Jewish. And we're going to take you off the show for 2 weeks.
And then, you know what's really sad? Is that y'all want to abandon her.
Y'all want to abandon Whoopi after she stood up for Bill Cosby?
Oh, man.
Oh, wow. Okay, just Bill Cosby, huh? Fuck that. I'll stand up for Shahrazad Ali before I stand up for Whoopi.
Right. Of course. That's a given. That's a given. But
you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to stand up?
She did stand up for Bill Cosby. Now, she said some stupid ass shit
after that.
Before and
there you go.
That's true.
There you go.
And real derogatory shit toward us. But when she got her Plantation Wake Up Call on The View, when she said what she said, and I'm going to play it courtesy of Professor Black Truth, or excuse me, the Black Authority, TBA. And he did an awesome piece on this earlier tonight.
I feel like I did awesome.
Okay.
And so did Brandy on the Revolutionary Agenda. So make sure y'all check that out.
I gotta plug my own shit. I did a great job today.
But yeah, Whoopi got a rude awakening to this week.
All right. Let's hear it. Let's see it.
Body was looking at Texas as the state that was going to on this. She's captured Oprah Winfrey disease. She sees herself as one of them. And she attempted in a discussion to invoke I'm Black and I say so. She sat there and just kept saying, it's not about race. No, not about race. Not about race. You know why? Because that's what Black folk get told. Chattel slavery and everything else. We get told, oh, the Civil War is not about race. It's about states' rights. It's about armadillos. It's about quesadillas. It's not about states' rights. I mean, it's not about race. Not about race. So she sat there and just declared it and then left it there and didn't say anything. Now, of course, that's what
pause it. Because it's echoing. Our mics are giving it like an extra feedback, so it's making it a little tough to put in. We should probably mute it for this one.
Yeah. Everybody mute. Everybody put on mute.
Yeah.
And then
all right, now let's get it.
What you call a pregnant pause, but she sat there and said it's not about race, and then she just left it there. So she was basically confident to let them know it doesn't matter what you white women say. The Holocaust was not about race. I'm here to define what it is because I'm on equal standing with you, and your opinions are no more valid than mine. So it's not about race. It's about man's inhumanity to man. But just take a look at this. We're talking about mannerisms here. And the way in which she steps in, some would say plops in, and commandeers the discussion. And she's here to dictate to you what it's about. She didn't say, I don't think. She didn't say, in my opinion. She didn't say, I don't believe. She said, it's not about race. No, it's not about race. It's not about race.
Well, also, if you're going to do this, then let's be truthful about it, because the Holocaust isn't about race. No. It's not about race. It's about
a different race.
But it's not about race. It's not about race.
What is it about?
Because it's about man's inhumanity to man. That's what it's about.
But it's about white supremacy.
It's not about race. But these are two white groups of people.
So the first mistake that she made, brothers and sisters from around the world, the first mistake that she made was something I've been telling you all about for a while now. You got to watch these old niggas. Boy, Jason, you're kind of shoehorning something in there, aren't you? I mean, what are you doing, man? You're kind of shoehorning something in there. No, I'm not. Whoopi Goldberg is 66 years old. Oprah Winfrey is 68. These old Negroes, when they sit there in a room full of other females, non-black females, they tell themselves, oh, I'm one of you. why we're all women.
Oh, okay, I get it.
I am one of you. She literally sat there and told herself, I'm one of you. We are all women here. So that is why she was completely ignorant to the fact that what she was saying simply couldn't work. There was no way what she was saying or trying to do could possibly work. No way. But she was oblivious to this obvious reality. Completely, thoroughly, totally oblivious to it. Didn't get it, didn't understand it, doesn't see it now. Well, she's seeing a lot differently now, isn't she? In the words of the gangster Mickey Cohen, she's a lot smarter than she was 24 hours ago. But she's been sitting amongst these folk for so long and trying to accept the reality, trying to accept the fantasy in her head that, well, I'm something other than, I'm a black female. So black in little letters, but female in larger letters. So that she's among a bunch of other females. So therefore, I'm going to get that female privilege, the same one that the white females get. She found out real damn fast. Oh no, we're not going to have any Negroes come here and try to define these things for us. You're not going to do that. Don't worry, I'm going to get to the whiteness thing here in a moment. We're going to get to that in a moment. But understand first and foremost, the mistake that she first made was she thought because she was sitting in proximity to a bunch of white women for so long that she and they were peers. And they're not peers. That's what she found out. Oh, we all been sitting near each other, but we're not peers. We're not peers. That's what she found out. We're not peers. And she found it out the hard damn way.
Let's be truthful about it, because the Holocaust isn't about race. No. It's not about race. No, it's about
a different race.
But it's not about race. It's not about race.
What is it about?
Because it's about man's inhumanity to man. That's what it's about.
But it's about white supremacy. It's about
but it's not about
ideal race.
But these are two white groups of people.
Well, how do we have to black people
see them as white?
But you're missing the point. You're missing the point. The minute you turn it into race, it goes down this alley. Let's talk about it for what it is. It's how people treat each other. It's a problem. It doesn't.
Okay. Let's be very, very clear. When you are
all I want to know is where's the damn
This
cat?
is very disgusting. It's very disgusting.
Where is the cat? God damn it! Where is the cat in anything she said?
She ain't said it yet. She said it yet. Let it play through. She ain't said it yet. Oh my
Ain't
God.
she married to a white man?
Yes.
discussing.
Right. So that deserves
someone
for her
tell
to be
me.
passed.
Saving Private Ryan,
Don't throw
Schindler's
away
List, you name it. Name any movie,
It's okay.
name any series, name any book that you're talking about when they discuss the Jewish Holocaust. Tell me the scene where they are discussing the, quote, non-white Jews.
Never.
When they're discussing the black Jews.
Never.
If anybody wants to step in there and enlighten us, maybe there was a part that we missed.
Never.
But while her co-hosts are trying to interject and say, well, it wasn't just about white Jews, not all Jews are white. While they say that, has the Jewish Holocaust ever been presented as anything other, ever been presented as, and here are the black Jewish people who were affected by the Holocaust, who were targeted by the Holocaust?
I can't remember. I can't recall.
While her co-hosts are trying to sit there and say, oh, well, it didn't just target, it targeted, there were black Jews too. Okay, show me where that has ever become the topic of discussion anywhere. Show me where that's ever been the topic of discussion. I'll wait. I'll wait. In Israel, remember they sterilized the black Jews, Jewish females, or Ethiopian Jews. But if you're black in Israel, they make a very clear distinction. Hell, if you're black in America, let's just keep it real here. They don't even consider you Jewish. They don't even, as a group, they don't consider you Jewish. Yeah, they love to talk about that Ethiopian airlift. They love to talk about that. They love to talk about the Ethiopian Jewish airlift. Yeah, they love to speak about that. What they don't tell you about is what the hell happened to them after the airlift. Now, that's what they don't talk about. They don't talk about how the so-called Ethiopian Jews were treated after the airlift. Now, that they don't discuss. There's something that nobody wants to talk about now. But by the way, before anybody tries to bring up to you, well, the Ethiopian Jews, you better ask them how they got treated after the airlift. And by the way, take a look at it today. Their rights, their Jewishness is disputed in Israel to this very day.
Right.
Their Jewishness is disputed. Their equality is disputed in Israel to this very day. In America, they are effectively not even recognized. You go and try to find a synagogue, a Jewish organization that recognizes the Ethiopian Jew as on the same level as Ashkenazi or any other. You go as the white Jews. You go find that. You go find that where they breaking bread together and it's all one big thing. You go find it. You'll be looking for a while. You'll be looking for a while. While her co-hosts are over there trying to cackle that, oh, well, you know, they're black Jews. Without any discussion about, by the way, you can't declare yourself Jewish, okay? Let's be very, very clear about something. Here's the problem. The problem is the reason why, and I want a lot of folk to listen to me very, very carefully right now. Let me dispel you of a few notions. There is a reason why you can't sit up here and say that somebody who is mixed, you can't sit up here and say, oh, they ain't black, they's white. No, you can't do that.
That changed the whole game.
That's stupidity on your part of an epic level. You can't declare yourself white. Only white society can declare that you are one of them. You can't be on the outside of white society declaring that you are on the inside. Only the people on the inside can declare that you are an insider. The same thing goes for Jewishness. You can't be on the outside declaring yourself to be Jewish. Only you don't have Jewishness if Jewish society does not recognize it. You don't have rights that are neither recognized nor enforced. Remember, that is why we, as descendants of slaves and Aboriginal foundational people, are having the discussions that we're having today. Is because we're supposed to have rights under the Constitution, and that's what they keep saying is we have rights under the Constitution, but the reality is we don't have those rights, and the reason we don't have them isn't because they aren't written. It isn't because it's not written. We've been to the Supreme Court over and over and over and over again. It is, and the Supreme Court has ignored what the writing says. So in other words, you don't have, it isn't that you don't have rights that are not written. You don't have rights that are not enforced. If you cannot enforce this right, you don't have it. The Little Rock Nine, for example. The Little Rock Nine. George Wallace, Arkansas, Alabama, we can go down the list. Lincoln Rockwell, you had to send in the feds. You had to send in the feds and the National Guard to enforce Black people's rights. as an old Black female, as an old Black person, she's been sitting there in that bubble for so long. She's been sitting there for so long that she has totally lost awareness of the fact you're not one of them, Whoopi. You're not one of them. And what they really say so, and the Disney Corporation, ABC, they turned around and invoked the "we're white and we say so." So the law, your rights, whatever. Since they want to ask these questions, I thought we would delve into them tonight.
But see them as white men.
It's not about ideal race. But these are two white groups of people.
How do we have to black people see them as white men?
But you're missing the point. You're missing the point. The minute you turn it into race, it goes down this alley. Let's talk about it for what it is. It's how people treat each other. It's a problem. It doesn't matter if you're Black or white, because Black, white, Jews, everybody eats each other. It's not about ideal. That's what it's about. It's about man's inhumanity to man. That's what it's about.
But it's about white supremacy.
So she hasn't been shot yet.
But these are two white groups of people.
She hasn't been shot yet. That's
now,
what
of
it
course,
is. She
she's
hasn't
stating
been
the
shot
obvious
yet.
there. These are two white groups of people. And yet, she tried to invoke the "I'm Black and I say so." And the Disney Corporation, ABC, they turned around and invoked the "we're white and we say so." So the law, your rights, whatever, they are what we say they are when we say they are. Your rights are what we say they are when we say they are.
See, Black
Reality, history, the definitions, they are what we say they are when we say they are. You do not dictate the terms to us. We dictate the terms to you.
Yeah. See?
And it must be true because Whoopi didn't have any rights. She doesn't have any rights now because she cannot enforce them. The reality is whatever these folks say, because they're able to enforce it. They're able to compel you to observe what they say, which is what Brother Neely Fuller has been telling us now for
she's
decades.
living in that movie Ghost.
That is the critical difference. That's why we need reparations specifically for the descendants of slaves. That's why we need to have that. Not for everybody, not for immigrants, not for everybody else. We specifically need that because we don't have an apparatus. We don't have protection against that kind of thing because everybody else has got resources and we don't. And you just saw a clear example of how they can do that. You're out here playing racial checkers against people who are playing racial chess. And she walked in there and she's been lured into a false sense of security. And lo and behold, got her block knocked off. Got her block knocked clean the hell off. And it wasn't pretty. What I want to do, though, because I've been checking out Jewish publications and whatnot, and I've really been going into this because I wanted to see what they had to say about this. I really wanted to go into it and learn a lot more here just to see how are they characterizing this. And it's been very interesting, some of the things I've been reading here, and I want to get into that. And we are going to get into that here in a few moments. But before I do that, we're going to take a very brief commercial, non-commercial break here because I want to give us a full set of time to be able to observe these things. But you're going to learn a lot before today is over. You're going to learn a lot before this broadcast is over. Because at the end of the day, there's some numbers I would like to go over. There were some numbers we need to go over, and some numbers we're going to go over.
Breaking news
before anybody.
The View co-host Whoopi Goldberg suspended.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Russia has
Pause. I got this, man.
I'm muted. Okay, we're back.
Let me see.
All right.
So the whole thing about Jewish ain't even a fucking race anyways. Okay?
Right.
Because and then on top of that, I was just talking to somebody about this earlier. about how these Hebrew Israelites say, I'm an Israelite. I said, okay, well, 1948, it became a state. So what the fuck was it before then? It was called the Land of Levant. And that means that the Palestinians had it right that they are the synagogue of Satan. So Whoopi Goldberg is living the ghost movie. She's a ghost. She's a ghost lover. She's obviously is a part of Cracker Soup. And you know what I'm saying? And that's my thing when I say eat cracker soup, because it's like, dude, they're fucked up, dude. They don't have no type of learning. Obviously, she's married to a white man. She doesn't know shit about anything. You know what I'm saying? When the real revolution comes, she's going to be one of the ones that's going to be choked out.
This is the one, okay, but this is the one I played. So
oh, shit.
Yeah, but I want them to hear the whole clip.
This is the whole one. This is the
and
whole
she
one.
getting fat, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Apologize.
Oh, getting? Okay. Man. Bro.
Okay, Black Valley, sorry you had to witness that dysfunction right there, but we're all right. There we go. All right, check it out.
Ain't no getting there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Berg expressing regret.
So yesterday on a show, I misspoke. And I tweeted about it last night, but I kind of want you to hear it from me directly.
The remarks come just one day
it's
after
echoing
saying this.
because the mics are on.
Holocaust isn't about race.
Goldberg made the controversial comment Monday morning on The View while debating a Tennessee school board's banning of Mouse, a book about the horrors of the Holocaust.
It's not about race. It's not about race. What is it about? Because it's about man's inhumanity to man. That's what it's about.
But it's about white supremacy. It's about
but
going after
it's
Jews
not about ideal race.
She's an agent.
White groups of people.
Backlash was swift. The CEO of the Anti-Defamation League tweeting, "No, Whoopi Goldberg, the Holocaust was about the Nazis' systematic annihilation of the Jewish people, who they deemed to be an inferior race."
Yeah.
She's an agent.
Adding, quote, "Holocaust distortion is dangerous." Goldberg tried to clarify her remarks Monday night in a pre-taped interview with Stephen Colbert.
As a Black person, I think of race as being something that I can see. So I see you and I know what race you are. And the discussion was about how I felt about that. People were very angry and they said, no, we are a race. And I understand.
This ain't real. This can't
By
be
the
real.
end of the night, the talk show host.
It's real.
Man, looking like a goddamn puppet. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
So 2 schools are being accused of banning books after one in Washington State pulled To Kill a Mockingbird off the required reading list after complaints from students and parents, including a former Black student who said it made her uncomfortable and the fact that there was some nudity. And I mean, it's about the Holocaust, the killing of 6 million people, but that didn't bother you. But the naked
I'm not sure that they don't use the naked part as a kind of a canard to throw you off from the fact that they don't like history that makes white people look bad.
Well, this is why people do it.
Hey, can I interject real quick? Can you pause it real quick? I got to say something real quick. There's a book that y'all need to get. You can go to pdfdrive.com. It's called Black Sun 666. In that book, Black Sun 666, it talks about that the 6 million Jews that they talk about was all fabricated. It never happened. They said all that shit with the bodies and all that. They said that shit was impossible, could not have happened. They was talking about how the Jews were studying off of the Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's called Black Sun 666.
Okay.
Black Sun 666. And you can download it for free on pdfdrive.com. And if you don't have it, download it. And then what she just said and all that, man, just, oh man, she's a witch. Goodness gracious, that bitch. I can't believe.
All right, let's get through the video. Let's get through the video real quick, okay? So we could let us get through the video. We're almost done. Go ahead, right?
Yeah. I'll go fight amongst yourselves, but you know.
Well, look at what kids watch these days and the music they listen to say that when proving or showing them a work of history or art or something that happened is bad language or nudity, turn off reality TV, turn off the radio, turn off everything they're doing. Because kids are exposed to this stuff really early in inappropriate situations, not ones where you're learning or teaching.
Yeah, and the nudity is a drawing of his mom who died during the Holocaust. I mean, in Mouse, which is the other thing. It's just insane.
But I don't know what's going on. Story,
it's about the words.
It's about the N-word. The girl is triggered in the class by the word.
Because if you're sitting amongst lots of students and you're reading it out loud, it comes up a lot and makes people uncomfortable.
And especially if you're the only
Black kid
student
in this,
there. I mean,
so that was what they're talking about triggering. I don't know if that should stop people from having it as reading, but it's stopping as required reading.
Well,
so
there's an entire bill moving through the Florida legislature right now about banning any conversation in schools that make people feel uncomfortable because of their race or gender. And there's also in Florida a bill banning talking about LGBTQ conversations. It's being referred to as "Don't Say Gay." So I don't know what's happening with all of this banning going on. You know, we talked about Beloved being banned, Mouse, To Kill a Mockingbird, conversations. I think it's making it very difficult to teach kids. And all these people who talk about and complain about people being snowflakes, how do you not raise snowflakes if you don't expose them to reality?
Right? This was the plan with these anti-history laws that started being
They don't do nothing to this broad. She just clearly said some racist shit. Like, clearly, it was like, you know, might just call a fucking white person a cracker. She called him a snowflake. But they don't do shit to this bitch. She just freely talking about white people being snowflakes. They call them snowflakes. That's how she really feel. You know what I mean? She wasn't even trying to censor that. Not even a little bit. She was like, my mother said it was crackers. You ready? There you go. All right, here we go.
being passed, these alleged CRT laws that started being passed. I don't think people saw far enough into the future. You start banning discussions about race, then you start banning discussions about the Holocaust, then you start banning discussions about the LGBTQ community. That's where it started, and this was all very planned, and in my view. And what bothers me the most is people saying, I don't want my children to be uncomfortable. Well, how about your children being uncomfortable in a way of learning empathy, in a way of learning sorrow, in a way of being able to empathize with other people's plights? I've always said if my children are subjected to racism at a very early age, which they are, then your child should be okay with having a little bit of discomfort and learning about the.
And Brad said your children should be comfortable with a little bit of this racism. Because we go outside, you get fucked with all day long. From the time you leave the house to the time you get back to the house. It's just a little bit. This should a little bit comfortable. Just a little bit. What the fuck is she talking about?
I'm just glad I have my phone muted because I've been cussing the whole time. I mean, and nobody needs to hear what I was saying. I'm gonna keep that shit on mute.
That's straight up crazy.
I was shaking my head like, what the fuck is she talking about, man? A little bit of cookies. I was worried about the motherfucking little devil's fingers and shit. Fuck them.
Woo! Well, this obviously topic is done because we already know hang fucking Whoopi.
Racism that exists.
I observe that young children are naturally empathetic.
Yeah.
And that the empathy is kind of drained out of them by their parents and things that they hear out there.
It's that song. It's the
You've
song
got to
that
be
Barbara,
carefully
that's
taught
right.
from South Pacific.
Yeah.
You know, my grandson, I remember when he was around 3 or 4 years old, there was a kid who was in trouble for some reason. And I mean, it gives me chills. My grandson put his arm around the kid, like, I'm with you. And when you talk about empathy, that's children are naturally
I
like
said
that.
Sonny's on the cool side.
You teach a white
Because
kid
I was
what
like,
happened to
that is the only black.
Whoopi's
Whoopi's the only black
He
kid.
might feel terrible about what happened. That doesn't mean he feels bad that he did something.
I said Whoopi's the only black kid at the table.
I believe.
And he said,
well, I was going to say that colleges, this all started in colleges and universities and not wanting to make kids uncomfortable. And we talked about it once here on the show with actually Van Jones when he said, if I send my kids to school, I want them to be uncomfortable. I want people to push back on their beliefs because otherwise we're not preparing kids to go out to the real world. We're preparing them for a world that doesn't exist outside of their own house.
Well, also, if you're going to do this, then let's be truthful about it because the Holocaust
Sonny's on the
about
cool side.
race.
She don't count no more. She's
No,
sitting on the other side
it's
of the
not
table.
about race. No, it's about
a different race.
But it's not about race. It's not about
What
race.
is it about?
Because it's about man's inhumanity to man. That's what it's about.
But it's about white supremacy. It's
Well,
about
but
going
it's not.
after
It's
Jews
not about
and
race.
But these are two
Roma.
white groups of people.
Well, that
How
was
do we
after black
But
people
you see them as white.
And they were
But you're
after
missing the
homosexuals.
point. You're missing the point. The minute you turn it into race,
Get in that ass.
it goes down this alley. Let's talk about it for what
And
it is.
she pulls
It's
the
how
black
people
card.
treat each
She got a
other.
little tone in her
It's
voice.
a problem. It doesn't matter if you're black or white, because black, white, Jews, everybody eats each other. So is it, if you're uncomfortable, if you hear about mouse, should you be worried? Should your child say, "Oh my God, I wonder if that's me"? No,
We gotta try to cut her off. Then I hit the wrap it up music. They didn't want to hear anything she said.
Most kids.
That's it. It was like wrap it up.
And we're living in an era where people are.
Yeah, because I'm sitting up here so mad up here listening to shit. I keep unmuting.
Yeah. No, they hit her with the wrap it up music. Like this is like an episode of James Chappelle with the wrap it up box. Yeah, wrap it up.
Right. That's how it's felt the whole time. Like we didn't already watch this. Like,
yeah.
What's the point? Like,
I can't believe she's that goddamn fucked up, man.
I wanted y'all to hear the whole video. That's why I did that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay.
Whoopi got her Plantation Wake Up Call. Because she's been suspended from The View for 2 weeks as a result of that.
They put her in timeout.
And she went on Stephen Colbert later on that night and apologized for what she said.
She tried to clean it up, yeah.
She tried to clean it up, and they still suspended her for 2 days. So she pulled a Nick Cannon, and she's added back to The View, or she's going to lose her show like Nick Cannon did.
Why did Nick Cannon lose the show?
Because he was talking about the Hughes.
Oh man,
being a goddamn coon nigga.
Yeah, I'm like everybody's like, don't say their name like out loud. They're gonna cancel your channel. Like I'm too emotionally attached to this shit. So
wow.
They know, we know, they know. So what? Like you know, what I mean? So fucking what? That's basically censoring people to say what they can and can't say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
my question is, where's the cap in what she said? Where is the lie?
Why the hell? Well, first of all, she keep calling herself black, dumb bitch. I'm like, first of all, that's a title. That's not no nationality.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we get that part. We can have that. We can have the sovereignty conversation another day. But besides that, where is the cap? What did she say that was wrong?
She didn't say nothing wrong. She said it at a white table where the Hughes.
Well, I mean, first of all, she was just historically incorrect about her position. And I mean, and if she really wanted to like throw in any aspect of, I guess you would say, like Black genocide, I mean, she could have used several other points of history to kind of go, you know, in hand with the event of Hitler and the Nazis. But what she said overall was just, I mean, even they found profound. They're like, wait, what do you mean? And, you know what I'm saying? Because for her to say it wasn't about race, that was the fallacy from the jump, you know?
Well, so, you know, the whole Nazi, I mean, if we're basing race off of Hitler, then yeah. But who's basing race off of Hitler? Like that whole master race shit got debunked decades ago. So,
right? But this is the thing, though. But this is the stance that she came from. And this is the reason why they suspended her, because everybody's looking at it like you're obviously too comfortable on the show.
Yeah.
Like let's just like add just common sense to it. You see what I'm saying? Apart from race and culture, you see what I'm saying? All of these things. Like let's put it like actually how it is. And let's say just applying actual logic to knowing what has happened in history, what is fact, and you see what I'm saying? And what you're trying to get your point across on based on that. You see what I'm saying? Which is your narrative, right? So she couldn't even structure that properly. And that's why they gave her the timeout. So I don't think it really is that the fact that she's Black, but it's the whole point that she's just comfortable. You see what I'm saying? You see it in her size. You see what I'm saying? You see it in her attitude, her behavior. You see what I'm saying? This is the reason why for us as a people, this is the reason why she ain't even in the limelight with us. This is not, you know what I'm saying? This ain't somebody that we could really say like we can look up to. You know what I'm saying? When we got all of these other heroes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had, you know what I'm saying? Well, who do we just lose? Did Paul Mooney? Didn't we lose him? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't know that. Oh, that is right. That is right.
You see what I'm saying? Like you and I was on it. Dr. Sebi, you know what I'm saying? That's a big one. You know what I'm saying? So things like that, and we got way better examples to focus on, you know, because even Beyonce was contested in her position, you know what I'm saying, with Black history. You know what I'm saying? Because even though she is where she's at, we've had older Black women that were still far more powerful than her. We're talking about full-blown activists, you know what I'm saying? Like politicians, dancers, musicians, and you know what I'm saying, performers. When have you actually seen Beyonce play an instrument live?
Never.
You see what I'm saying? She's a performer. She's not a musician. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. So it's things like that, you know what I'm saying? When you actually like when we apply like true Black intellect, you know what I'm saying, and intelligence and excellence to the table, we can really gauge things. Because see, at this point, when we're kind of focusing on Whoopi Goldberg, like getting her Black privilege or you know what I'm saying, how you put it, like stripped from her, it's not even that. It's just like she's on a whole nother level, man. Like you pointed out something earlier. I didn't even know she was married to a white man. You see what I'm saying?
And you know what? And on top of that, not to cut you off short, but that's funny because when you say that, I look at like Whoopi Goldberg, like Beyonce, but when you look at people like Prince was a musician. This dude played every fucking instrument that you can possibly, and was killed. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna kill Whoopi Goldberg. The only one gonna kill her is Jenny Craig. But you know what I'm saying? It's the fact that you made a valid point, man, brother. You know what I'm saying? And that's actually truth. You know what I'm saying? Because they only get rid of the ones that they know that got proof to like do something. You know what I'm saying? Especially in our stuff.
I got a question. My question is this: like, since after, because I did my shit earlier in the morning, but after watching TBA, I was like, I want to know when did Judaism become a race?
When Hitler
No, seriously, because he says now it's like that. It's different now. It's like a race, and how he TBA. Well, you know, watch that, catch up on that, and then you'll see what I'm talking about later. But TBA is like, you know, that it's a race now, and I'm like, when? Because I really never thought about it. I thought that being Jewish, it was a religion and a nationality, or not necessarily an ethnicity, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But they're saying since 1948.
Is that
honorary
Caucasians? Exactly.
Yeah, honorary Caucasians, especially them Ashkenazis. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, but how is that?
The 13th tribe. The 13th tribe, brother. You know, just you know.
But how is it a race?
You know about the 13th tribe. You know what I'm saying? The book, the 13th tribe.
Hitler said that
the
Aryans was the master race, and the Jews was the
inferior. You're right, brother. You're right.
But you know what's funny?
BCE,
but you know what's funny about the Aryan tribe?
What's that?
The word Aryan was actually black people.
Yeah.
The swastika actually came from black people.
That's it. That's why they killed it. Yes, that's the whole reason why they turned you.
Right. But real shit though, like because back then when they were talking about the Holocaust and shit when it happened, they kept saying race, right? And at that point in time, it wasn't really a race, right? It was just religion and nationality, or religion and ethnicity.
It became a race when
it was the Igbo people
founded in 1948. When Israel became an actual state is when they started classifying them as white and putting them under the white umbrella, and they started getting the benefits of being white. Because prior to that, they were just a religious sect or whatever. Now they are a race of white people mainly, and you heard TBA when he said 92% of them consider themselves white.
Yeah,
even the black ones.
We knew that part.
Yeah,
and that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
I never heard it worded the way you worded it today. I was like, what? Because today, you saw my shit earlier, I was like, this is a religion and a nationality.
Shout out to our viewers.
You know what I mean? Like, not a race. Because I think a race, like how we would see it, because we're here in the States, we would look at it like, all right, well, we're black, you're white. So what's that? Like race has color, so you're scared.
Yeah, here in America.
You know what I mean?
But in other countries, they don't see it like that. They see it as the nationality, as your religion, as your ethnicity. But here in America, if you can pass for white, you're white.
It's not how
you.
Yeah. But I'm like,
essentially,
and it's not us that gives you that classification. It's the white folks.
It's true.
Yeah, they didn't give me that.
It's true. It's true.
That's why I love being on your show, brother. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. That's why I love being on your show. Because you always got that hidden truth come out, boy. That's what I love, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's actually real.
On TBA though, like the way he worded it, like just how he said it, came after I did my broadcast, and I was like, man, that I had never heard. I had never heard it put like that because, man, let me tell it earlier today in the morning. It was like just like how I put it, and now it's like a completely different thing. I was like, when did this happen? And I was like, wow, I'm like, man, that shit blew my mind now that it's like an actual thing. Versus them just saying it like that.
That's just been debunked.
No, but he said like
they
now
consider it white.
Yes,
but what y'all need, like I said, just get that book, man. Like brothers, sisters, you know what I'm saying? People listening online, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Black Sun 666. It's a real deep book.
Yeah.
Black Sun 666.
Appreciate you tuning in. We're gonna move on to the next topic because we still got a shitload of topics.
I know, man. Especially talking about Whoopi.
So
gullible.
The next topic is Democrats trying to advance HR 40. Don't fall for it, Black family. A study. It's literally a study to study reparations.
Again.
To form a commission to study reparations for, at the time when it was passed, African Americans. Now it should be foundational Black Americans, American descendants of slavery, or descendants of African slaves. And what's happening, Black family, I'm not going to read this whole article because it's just ridiculous. It really is. I didn't realize it was this long. What is it?
I take your word for it.
Hold on.
Okay. He won't let me man my own computer, so it's slow.
There we go.
Just
She's talking trash. Okay, so I'm just gonna read this title real quick. At the start of Black History Month, over 350 groups urged U.S. House leadership to back HR 40. Why? Bill would create commission to study legacy of enslavement, develop reparations proposals. Oh, no, they're rewording this because for the longest I heard that it was just a commission to study reparations. Okay, so I'm not going to read all this because it's ridiculously long. But the longest story of it is, no, HR 40's been on the House floor since I was born. That's what, 32, 33, 34 years, 35 now. 35 years, this shit's just been sitting on the House floor collecting dust. And now all of a sudden they want to urge them to back it. So, this group I'm in, damn, I got to pull it back up.
What are you doing?
I got to pull this damn post up. Basically, it's saying don't back this because it's not going to specifically benefit us. It's not for us per se, meaning the foundational Black Americans, American descendants of slavery, the people that built this country, the descendants of those whose labor was used to generate this country's wealth. It's not going to benefit us, HR 40. It's backed by organizations that don't have the same reparations idea in mind. They want to give reparations to basically every single Black person, including immigrants. And it's like, no, we have a specific reparations claim here in this country. Sue your colonizer. That's our stance here on Frontline Black News.
Sue your colonizer.
So if you're from the Caribbean, sue whoever enslaves you in the Caribbean. If you're from the Mama Land, sue whoever colonized you in the Mama Land. But no, you can't have rights to this claim. This is our reparations claim, and that's what it is. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think it's kind of disrespectful. Like, I mean, I've been listening to like the Tariq Nasheed stuff, and they've been going in there like just talking mad shit. It's like, come on, man. Like, you don't belong. You don't get. You're not. It's specifically for. Clearly says foundational Black Americans descended of slavery, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And doesn't say nothing about people that have come here from other countries.
So this comes from a private group I was in. I basically just copied and pasted it and shared it. So it says, please do not ignore this. Reparations for freedmen, foundational. You gotta scroll up.
Just calm down.
Reparations for freedmen, foundational Black Americans, American descendants of slavery, descendants of slaves is on the table, and it's on its way to the Senate. They are including groups that are not from the direct lineage of North American slavery. Will you please call your congressman wherever you are in the United States? I am a constituent and I want to record my response for them to withdraw from HR 40 due to the secrecy and no access to transcripts while the representatives are Pan-Africanists. No to HR 40. Lack of specificity in to receive reparations. Secrecy and deliberations and no access to transcripts, driven by two Pan-African organizations that do not approve of NA or NARC, NAARC, and NCOBRA. Their reparations intent and direction is not good for us.
Ooh, shit. Is that already?
I have to search for it, and that takes time.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah. HR 40 is a nothing burger, Black family. Don't fall for it.
So what does HR stand for?
House Representative Bill 40.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
It's been sitting on the House floor since I was a child, since I was born. And now all of a sudden they want to advance it.
I wonder why.
What? Like, they didn't do this for everybody else.
Well, not because you know, man.
They did a study for the Japanese, and they did a study for the Jews in Germany, but that shit ain't even happen here. That shit.
Well, the thing.
Where the hell is our reparations? We have a 400-year plus Holocaust that we've been dealing with and continue to deal with.
Well, the funny thing is, Pluto, you know what I'm saying, in Capricorn right now, right? So that's the end of capitalism, white capitalism.
Yeah.
So with that said and done, when Pluto moves into Aquarius, which would be 2000, it'll start around 2024, the time when you become mayor. You know what I'm saying? Now, you notice I said when you become, you know what I'm saying, mayor, you got to speak things into existence with positivity.
Right.
2025 to 2026, 2025, because right now we're approaching the year of the tiger. So 2025 will be the year of the snake. You know what I'm saying? That's when Series A and B starts to make its cycle around. And you can even Google the stuff, the times when it came, because it comes every 2 years to 2 years to 4 years. It'll be on this 4-year cycle around. That's when right now opportunities is just starting to happen for Black people. It's a spiritual warfare that we're going. So you got to stay real meditated. You got to stay, whether you praying means meditate. It says that in the Bible that everybody gets misconfused. You know what I'm saying? Because praying is meditating. So you got to keep your mind guarded into the positive emotions because it's going to fall. You know what I'm saying? Our nation is, well, their government is falling. Our nation is going to rise. Let me rephrase that. Our nation is going to rise while their government falls. So we're seeing a lot of stuff coming, you know.
Right. So we're pressed for time, so I'm gonna move to the next topic. The next topic is Biden's Department of Justice is offering 2 of Ahmaud Arbery's killers plea deals on hate crimes or hate charges, court documents show. So basically play the video.
We are commercials. Now is your chance to win your very own dream home from Boys and Girls Clubs of Metro Denver, featuring a chef-inspired kitchen, a temperature-controlled wine wall, and a huge master bedroom. Go to milehighraffle.com to win this gorgeous Denver dream home. Over 4,000 prizes are available, including vehicles,
Where's the skip?
and more. Tickets support Boys and Girls Clubs of Metro Denver. Buy fast and buy now.
Okay, unbelievable.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. We are following several big stories on this Friday night.
Can y'all
And we
hear
want to
it? Is
begin
it
with the
echoing or
sentencing
can
of
you hear
3
it
men
clearly?
convicted in the murder of the Armaud Arbery case. It garnered national attention after video surfaced of the men chasing and shooting the 25-year-old Black man in a Georgia residential neighborhood nearly 2 years ago. The father and son, Greg and Travis McMichael, were sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. Their neighbor, William Bryan, who filmed the pursuit, received life with the possibility of parole. Bryan will first have to serve at least 30 years in prison before he's eligible. Well, during the sentencing hearing, Arbery's sister recalled her brother's humor, describing him as a positive thinker with a big personality. CBS's Mark Strassman is outside the courthouse in Brunswick, Georgia for us. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Nora. Outside this courthouse, several dozen people listening by speaker cheered when the judge announced the sentence. Nearly 2 years after Ahmaud Arbery was killed, his family sees justice in a case that almost never came to trial.
We are all accountable for our own actions.
Accountability in America's latest moment of racial reckoning. 3 life sentences without chance of parole. In a relieved Georgia community, Armaud Arbery's family still churns.
When I close my eyes, I see his execution in my mind.
That's the one that was screaming all
over
lives
and over.
matter.
Yeah, and today.
I'll see that for the rest of my life.
The 25-year-old Arbery went jogging and ended up running for his life. For 5 minutes in February 2020, 3 white Georgia men in pickup trucks pursued a Black man on foot they suspected was a burglar, trapping him like a rat, in the words of defendant Gregory McMichael. 2 12-gauge shotgun blasts tore point blank into Arbery, even though gunman Travis McMichael later testified Arbery never threatened him.
Didn't pull out any guns. Didn't pull out any knife.
Thank you.
Their jury, 11 of them white, also watched this video, recorded minutes before the shooting. It shows Arbery walking inside a home under construction, doing nothing wrong.
Raising you was the honor of my life, and I'm very proud of you.
Wanda Cooper Jones urged maximum sentences for killing the son born on Mother's Day, 1994.
They were fully committed to their crimes. Let them be fully committed for the consequences.
Relief outside the courthouse for several dozen supporters of the Arbery family.
I knew that we would come out with a victory.
Yes.
I never doubted it.
Defense lawyers argued that life without parole was unjust and planned to appeal.
Ain't
These
that a
same
bitch?
3 defendants have more legal worries next month. Their federal trial begins on hate crime charges. Nora?
Mark Shaw.
You know what the fuck was unjust? Them killing that young man for no fucking reason at all.
Nay.
Oh man.
Christian Mata on mute.
That's just because
Yeah, man, my bad. I was just listening.
They had that license to kill.
Yeah.
You know, they had it for so long.
This is Biden's DOJ. They want to get these crackers off.
Okay. And what is that? What is
the DOJ is the Department of Justice.
Yeah. Okay, so what is his resolve is to what? Give him lesser sentencing or to give him full?
He wants to lessen their sentence.
Oh, no, we can't have that. We're pushing towards defense. We're all equal. Remember, we're all equals now. Hold on, Kevin, we're all equal. You know,
so is that Biden that wants to do this?
His DOJ. This is his DOJ. This is his Department of Justice.
Oh wow, well, and that's all who they voted for, right?
Yep.
They voted for the bisexual.
Yeah, the bite nights.
You said
bisexual.
I said earlier in the month, the DOJ approached Cooper Jones about a plea bargain that would have both McMichael admitting that what they did was motivated by hate, according to Merritt. Cooper Jones told CBS Mornings she rejected the deal because she wants the men to stand in trial in court for those charges. Dang.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they try to.
So can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Where's Kamala Harris in all this? The first Black female vice president. Well, you know, she's supposed to be the vice president. You know what I'm saying? Where is she at in this? Where's her say so? Where she's talking about she's gonna go against the white supremacy and the white injustice to Black people. Why is she not in the scene? Where is she at?
That's a good question because I don't know.
Kamala is trying to keep her job. She about to get fired.
What?
Fired.
Really?
Biden is done. Like, I don't even think Biden's gonna complete his first term. So either she's gonna become president, or he's going, because Biden is on his way out. Biden is almost 80 years. He is 80 years old.
He can live he's evil enough to live 4 more years.
That motherfucker is on his way out. He's senile, dementia, all that shit. He got Alzheimer's, and I'm telling you.
And his eyes, he's ugly, man. He looks like a demon.
There you go.
Damn.
Yeah, let me help you, guys, please. Okay, let's share it. I'd like to share. Yeah, there you go. Share screen. There you go. Yep.
Hey, family. It's
all right.
It's about that time for me to. I gotta say my pieces, y'all. Y'all continue the show, but it was a pleasure.
You got any final words?
Got any final words, CJ?
To be honest, I mean, it's interesting. I'm learning a lot. I can put it like that. So, and what I see is with the progression of things, man, like, okay, this is what I'm taking in here. Okay. So with Brother Tariq, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got him giving us the level of awareness, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so for can we say nearly 1,000 years now? Because we're inching towards that. We're over 500, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So our people have been crying out for, this let's just be honest, freedom. You know what I'm saying? For freedom.
Yeah.
And it's 1,000 years now. So I mean, when we really look at what's going on, you know what I'm saying? The real what it comes down to is this. This is where I'm at the same level with the conscious movements.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, so it's about the awakening process.
Mm-hmm.
So I've addressed it as this. How do we get there? What is the process? Okay, so we have our brother here, Chris Mata, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris. All right. So so we got him in the corner with the astrology, which only testifies to even more prophetical or even historical or linear, you know what I'm saying, alignments with things. You see what I'm saying? With it all. With it all. As a body, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when we analyze this, like I've reasoned to the matters, the most important points to me, and this is mental health, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mental health is number one.
Yeah.
Financial literacy. Financial literacy is number two. Okay.
Right.
So when it comes in the aspect of things, when you really break it down into technicalities, okay, when you come to mental health, now we're looking in the personal aspects, which most importantly implies the family unit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing that gets me, okay? So when I look at the spectrum of let's be honest, poverty, okay? Because poverty is a system, is systemic, and it's also a state of mind. You see what I'm saying? We just this was already mentioned. You know what I'm saying? This is a spiritual warfare as well as it is a physical warfare.
Right.
So in this battle, we have to properly equip ourselves. So we understand, okay, our ancestors have tried all of these different, you know what I'm saying, like routes, measures, means, you know what I'm saying, to help us push and breach those gaps. But here's the thing, though. We've come to a part to where genetically we've failed to allow our offspring to be properly equipped in the aspects of even, you know what I'm saying, having that chance to even fight. So we're self-defeating in this sense. And this is the state of mind, which is poverty. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so when you look at this on an economic level, now this is where you're spitting things at us, my brother JP.
Yeah.
So you're getting at us on the political end of things, and you're getting us on the heavy ended, the guarded end of this, and letting us know, like, hey, this is what's going on through the offices, okay?
Right.
This is why we feel this way. You see what I'm saying? This is why we've been experiencing these things growing up in our childhoods. This is what we clarified as poverty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now, what do we do with this information? Okay. How do we take this and how do we leverage it? Okay. These are the important matters. These are the more important matters. Now, when you look at that, and we know that we got our brothers and sisters that are out here too busy trying to survive, you know what I'm saying, to really stop and really adhere to the more important truth of the matters that's really gonna address the issue. You see what I'm saying? And that starts with mental health. It does.
Yeah.
The reason why we got brothers gang banging in these streets, you see what I'm saying, is because of what? Broken homes. We looking for love, but in the wrong places. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because in reality, we're looking for our fathers. You see what I'm saying? So now we're looking for the ideology of manhood.
That's right.
Because growing up, we know that the world is against us. We're hunted. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when we break that aspect of things down, when you start to analyze that it actually is the most important key is that mental health factor, then we have a bigger issue. Now, I brought this up to you weeks ago. You and I, brother JP, and I brought up the brother Kevin Samuels, right?
Yeah.
And remember at first, the first reaction was like, oh shit, oh, I heard a lot about that, brother. A lot of bad shit. But most importantly, he's addressing something that's actually pushing us forward to addressing the issue. Because when you start to look at mental health, financial literacy,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You start to look at, actually, we have a warfare amongst Black man and the Black woman.
Well, that was,
you know what I'm saying?
That was by design,
real.
That's
real.
And all that other shit. Where they
you see what I'm saying?
Black family.
Exactly. Yeah. This is all part of the formulas. You see what I'm saying? This is the spiritual and physical. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the key elements.
Right.
So it's like, man, like, you know, oh man, there's a fire inside me lighting up right now, man. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, be very disciplined and humble. But
let it burn.
Let it
you
burn.
know,
let it burn out. Just let it come out.
Right.
Come on.
Okay.
Come with it.
Okay. All right. So when we look at the elements of things, all right, we have to truly adhere to our footprints from our ancestors. Okay, so let's put together these pieces, my brothers and my sisters. Okay, what can we do with this information? Okay, what are the more important footprints that we can truly say that we can take this and take this to the next level? Remember, I brought up another good brother that's doing things right now, Jay Morrison.
Yeah.
Okay, what are your viewpoints towards what's going on in this venue? Because he's pushing it.
I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard good things and I've heard bad things.
I know he is.
Okay.
With the project that he is in the process of creating or has created, I agree with it. But a lot of people are saying he's scamming people. I mean, it's a lot of distrust with what he's doing.
But we get that. But see, that's already part of our whole code. They call that what the Black Messiah. You know what I'm saying? That's how they identified in their books. That's their red alerts. You see what I'm saying? We got to get rid of the Black Messiahs. You see what I'm saying? Because these are the ones that are truly going to come in and really affect some shit. You see what I'm saying? So we got to get rid of them before they even get to the full maturity. You see what I'm saying? That's the code of conduct. So when we already know that with our information, brother, we already have that's what I'm saying, our footprints in the sand. Like, let's truly look at the footprints. What is really there? Because what Jay Morrison is doing is something similar to what Marcus Garvey did.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And then we got Tariq Rashid. You see what I'm saying? Look at what he's doing. Yeah. He's doing things similar to what you said earlier. Nat Turner. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to look at the essence. You said that earlier. The spirit of our ancestors is still amongst us.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
What are you proposing?
So and to go on for you with that, with the Black Messiah, that's where vaccinations come in.
Here we go.
Because
what it is they're hunting a particular DNA strain.
Yeah.
This coded
talking about that ghost DNA
virus. This coded virus is head hunting.
Yeah.
It really is. No, I'm being serious. And these vaccinations are like, you know what I'm saying? What's really in them? Have you asked? Well, okay, I'm gonna put it to you like this. They always put good and they sprinkle a whole lot of bad around it. You see what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say fuck all vaccinations.
No, but that one in particular,
I would say to this degree, we may have one. In all honesty, we may have one or two that's legit. You know what I'm saying? Amongst all of the mainstream, the makeup part. Come on,
I'm talking
come on.
about. I can't mention it on this show.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
I will say this though, to contradict that, and I didn't mean to be contradictory. I did hear something that was interesting that I just further want to research it. I don't even want to say it out loud, but I was listening to another podcast, and they were hitting it hard and heavy with talking about why those javelins are actually important, and it was a Black forum too, and I was like, I was just mind blown. So I kind of want to research it more because they're like, from the dawn of time we've been inoculated or something like that.
Yes.
Well, I want to research that.
I had all my shots up until this shit.
Yes. I mean, there's even proof. There's even proof. Come on now. There's proof with Noah's Ark. Come on.
Yeah, and that's what
evolution is a part of that. Yes.
And I was like, let me research that because I'm not knowing,
Hey, it's time to elevate.
There's a lot of people like me that not know.
That's good though. That's good that you're open. That's good that you're open.
Hold on. We gotta let CJ finish his closing because we still got topics to get to.
Yes. Well, shit. I'm in here now. Keep it going.
Okay. All right, you in here? Okay. So the next topic is again Biden's DOJ. Biden's DOJ won't reopen the federal civil rights investigation into Tamir Rice's death. The 12-year-old boy's family has urged the DOJ under the Biden administration to reconsider the decision to close the probe, submitting a letter from dozens of legal scholars. Oh no, this already has bad vibes to it already. Nam. Now, do y'all know about Nam?
No, I have no idea what this is.
This is Al Sharpton shit.
Good.
They actually started the chapter here in Denver. They tried to get me to join. I just ignored them. But
really?
Yeah. So it looks like Nam is behind this. Is standing behind Tamir Rice's mom, Samara Rice, the mother of Tamir Rice. She speaks on the panel at the NAM, National Action Network National Convention on April 8th, 2015, Washington. The Department of Justice on Friday notified the family of Tamir Rice, the 12-year-old boy who was shot and killed by the Cleveland police officer in 2014, that officials would not reopen the federal rights investigation that closed in December of 2020. Rice's family last year launched Tamir's campaign to urge the DOJ officials under the new administration to revisit the Trump-era decision. What? So I guess it closed under Trump, and Biden refuses to reopen it. His DOJ refuses to reopen it. Assistant Attorney General Christian Clark, the head of the Civil Rights Division, wrote in a letter dated January 28th to an attorney working with the family that the child's death was a tragic loss, but that they stood by analysis of career prosecutors who concluded the government wouldn't be able to prove a federal civil rights violation beyond a reasonable doubt.
Oh,
That's
shit.
bullshit.
I forgot to plug my damn phone.
That's complete fucking bullshit, y'all. Now, they killed this boy in a few seconds who was playing with a toy gun in a park. This black boy, because he was 12 years old. And they shot and killed him because he was playing with a toy gun. But you got motherfuckers like Dylan Roof. You got motherfuckers like Shittenhouse that is walking around with AK-47s and they get off. But yet they can't try the officer that killed Tamir Rice 8 years ago. The United States Supreme Court has made clear that in prosecuting a Section 242 case, an officer acted willfully if he did so with bad purpose. What? He acted willfully if he did so with bad purpose. That is, with the specific intent to do something the law forbids, to deprive a person of their constitutional rights. Yes.
Basically.
After viewing and exhaustively examining or evaluating the available evidence in this matter in 2020, career prosecutors determined that the federal government could not meet this high standard, Clark wrote. Oh my God.
All right. He said Clark continued underlining for emphasis, by no means should we view the department's 2020 decision as an exoneration of Timothy Loehmann's actions, referring to the former Cleveland police officer who shot Rice. Clark wrote the December 2020 decision to close the matter was based solely upon the applicable facts and law without political input or influence. And the same was true for the conclusion to not reopen it. Tamir's mother, Samira Rice, said she was angry and disappointed. I think they're pitiful and pathetic. At this point, no one is going to get justice when it comes to police shootings in America, she said on the phone interview on Monday. It's disgusting. I don't have an indictment for my 12-year-old son. Then it goes on to say that Tamir had been playing with a toy gun outside a rec center on November 22nd, 2014, when police received a report that someone was pointing a gun at people. The caller reported that the person with the gun, probably a juvenile, and the weapon was probably a fake. But that information was not provided to Loehmann and another officer, Frank Garmbach, who went to the park. Loehmann fired 2 shots less than 2 seconds after opening the car door. Loehmann, according to a statement of the Justice Department released in December 2020, repeatedly and consistently said that Tamir was reaching for what looked like a handgun. Both officers testified they had given Tamir multiple commands to show his hands before shooting. There was a video of the shooting recorded by surveillance cameras at the rec center, but the time-lapse footage was grainy and had no audio. DOJ noted that because of the angle of the camera, Tamir's hands weren't visible, and it wasn't clear that he was doing right before Loehmann fired his gun. In late 2015, late 2014, 2015, a grand jury in Cleveland declined to return criminal charges against 2 officers. 2020, the New York Times reported that the DOJ officials had decided more than a year earlier to end the federal probe without pressing charges, but hadn't yet taken the bureaucratic steps to make the official and hadn't notified Rice's family or the public. The Times also reported the prosecutors had asked permission to use a grand jury in the investigation that a request was denied. Following the December 2020 announcement, with the new administration in office, attorneys for Tamir Rice's family, wrote Attorney General Merrick Garland and other officials last spring, urging them to reopen the investigation. That support from Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown and 3 members of the state congressional delegation, Tamir Rice, and Jonathan Abedy,
Abedy.
An attorney working with the family, met with Clark on October 27th. Abedy also submitted a letter January 3rd, signed by dozens of legal scholars, explaining they believe the actions of the Cleveland police officers involved in Tamir Rice's death did meet the standard for a federal civil rights charge, and why prosecutors should convene a federal grand jury. Clark acknowledged that the October meeting in the letters and wrote in response to that. After those considerations of the information and the available evidence, the Justice Department career prosecutors have concluded that this information does not change in its earlier 2020 decision. Damn.
Yeah, so the Department of Justice under Biden has promoted civil rights as a top priority and poured more resources into Clark's division. The Cleveland Police Department has been subject to a court-enforced consent decree with the Justice Department since 2015 that requires a series of reforms after a DOJ report in late 2014 found the department had a pattern of practice of using excessive force. Last spring, Garland made back-to-back announcements of the investigations into practicing policing practices in Minneapolis and St. Louis. Clark concluded her letter to Abedy. Please know that we remain committed to doing all that we can to promote policing accountability and reform. A Department of Justice Department spokesperson declined to comment. Tamir Rice said she would continue to push to keep up public awareness of her son's case. She was dismissive of Clark's pledge for reforms absent federal action against Lohman. Shame on them, she said. Yeah, damn, Skippy. Shame on them, and shame on you Biden supporters, because y'all voted for this bastard and his DOJ is refusing to continue the Tamir Rice case. Chris Ramadi still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right,
I'm just listening to it.
You have any thoughts?
On that?
Yeah.
Shit. That's why police is getting killed right now. And that's why white kids get killed and shit like that. That's the karma that comes back on them. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's kind of funny. Talib Kweli had on one of his songs, I forgot what it was. He said, my reply to a dead cop's wife is, cops been killing people ever since. You know what I'm saying? Karma gonna come back on their ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, you know, that's what's gonna happen. You know, they're gonna keep getting away. You hear about all these police shootings and stuff like that. I mean, they're not getting far away from their karma. They dying, you know, in enormous numbers. You know, cops is dying and getting killed because of all that bullshit. You know, so it's kind of jacked up, you know. But like I said, where does vice president? That's the first thing she said during the debates when she was debating Pence or whatever his name was. And she's like, oh yeah, when I come and I become vice president, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to stop all the racism and this and all that. It's like, bitch, you ain't doing shit, but just sitting up there sucking that white gay dude's dick. So it don't really make a difference about that because the karma's going to come back on them anyways.
All right, so I'm going to move to the next topic real quick. Again, Biden's DOJ is closing cases. This time they're closing the case on Kendrick Johnson, the brother that was found rolled up in the gym mat.
This is an atrocity for real.
So, in what was that, Georgia, Valdosta, Georgia? Mm-hmm. A second local investigation into the death of a Georgia teen found in a rolled up gym mat has closed with no charges filed. So this just goes to show you Biden supporters are stupid, and we're not getting no kind of justice under this administration whatsoever. So what has changed? What is so different with Biden in office than Trump? Neither one of them want to pursue this case, and now this case is closed.
Obama didn't do shit either, to be honest with you. He didn't do shit. He just set up socialism.
Yeah, that's
all he did.
And this
he set up, he's a socialist.
In this particular case, this family really needs justice. I mean, this kid was like found rolled up. His shoes he was found rolled up in the gym in a mat. His shoes on top of him, and when they did the autopsy, he was missing organs.
Yeah, his organs were missing,
and nobody knows. Nobody can figure it out. Then they know who killed him, but nobody got the justice.
So I'm just gonna play the video.
Yeah.
Fair use.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a low mileage SUV with a V8.
No damn ad. Well, it'll play after your stupid ass.
SUVs, bro.
Bro, I got a sick SUV back here. Has your name all over it. Never be ignored at a dealership again.
V8. Yep. Nice.
Buy your car entirely online on Brewing.com.
Victor, what happened?
Let me give you the headline first, Brooke. The Department of Justice now closing this investigation with, quote, insufficient evidence to support federal criminal charges. That coming from a statement released just moments ago. Now, you'll remember that Kendrick Johnson was found dead at his high school in South Georgia, upside down in a rolled gym mat. That was January of 2013. Investigators then said his death was accidental. The family did not believe that. They believed their son was beaten. They had his body exhumed, and pathologists found evidence of blunt force trauma, calling this a homicide. Well, the Department of Justice says that investigators, to establish any federal criminal rights violation, would have had to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that not only that someone killed Kendrick Johnson, but that his killing was motivated by racial animus, and that was a very high threshold. They have not met that threshold, according to their estimation. The Kendrick Johnson's parents, Kenneth and Jacqueline Johnson, are right now meeting with the U.S. Attorney here in Macon, Georgia, the acting U.S. Attorney from Northern Ohio, where this case is being led, also with other officials here to get the news that they were hoping that they would not get at the end of this. Now, what this news release that has just been sent out does not say is definitively how Kendrick Johnson died. In fact, at the end of this statement from Carol Rendon, who's the acting USA in Northern Ohio, she writes, we regret that we are unable to provide them with more definitive answers about Kendrick's tragic death. So no federal criminal charges in this case, but still no answers after more than 3.5 years for Johnson's parents about exactly how he died.
We watched the documentary.
Yeah, Finding Kendrick.
That shit was live. And not only that, but they had all the evidence that they could possibly muster because they really had to work hard for it. I mean, really worked hard for it. And they still can't get no justice. Fucking Biden's a piece of shit. That's all I gotta say.
Facts.
That kid didn't deserve that. None of that. I know nobody deserves to die like that. Nobody deserves to die, period. As far as, like what we're talking about. This shit, that was fucked up.
Right. So, unfortunately, we got to move to our next topic, and that is Brian Flores sues NFL. 3 teams as former Miami Dolphins coach alleges racism and hiring practices. It's always alleged when we say it.
All right.
Adam, what is going on here? What do we need to know?
Laura, Brian Flores, the former Miami Dolphins head coach, and his attorneys filed a lawsuit today in a court in Manhattan that alleges racism in hiring from the New York Giants, the Miami Dolphins, the Denver Broncos, and the National Football League. He is seeking unspecified damages for the process that is well spelled out in this lawsuit that was filed today. There are texts from New England Patriots head coach Bill Belichick that are being used as evidence in which Bill Belichick congratulates essentially
Bill Belichick
Brian
can't stay out of
Flores,
the
thinking
news.
that it was Brian Daboll, and Bill Belichick then saying, I'm sorry to have gotten this wrong, but yes, I believe they're naming Brian Daboll as the next head coach when Brian Flores hadn't even interviewed for the job yet. And so this obviously is just unfolding now. It's a bombshell lawsuit. There are many accusations. This is going to have ripple effects across the league, and we'll see how this is handled. Now, Brian Flores was scheduled to interview for the New Orleans Saints head coaching job today. He was a finalist for the Houston Texans head coaching job. So this becomes really interesting now, and obviously he has some strong accusations that he's mounting against the NFL, other teams in the league, but he is alleging racism in hiring.
Where do you think Flores falls in all of this now that obviously the bigger picture here is a lawsuit?
Well, Laura, this is going to be interesting to see the effects that this lawsuit has on the hiring process. Clearly, Brian Flores had to think of all the fallout that would come with filing a bombshell lawsuit like this against the National Football League. Now, the National
He's
Football
trying
League
to
is
get
why
paid. That's
Brian
all.
Flores
That's all
to be
that's
hired
about.
as a head coach. At least we
They
thought
fired
so
him or something?
prior to this lawsuit.
They,
but after something like this, when he's suing the league and all the teams
Mhm.
in the lawsuit,
That's what I'm talking about.
You would think, I'm not a legal expert, that would jeopardize his chances at getting one of these jobs, but he had to know just what he was doing before he filed that lawsuit seeking
it must be on
unspecified
principle.
damages from the National Football League
It's on
and some of the
principle.
teams in the NFL.
Okay, so we got to cut this short. Did you have anything to say about this, Christian Mother?
Broncos been racist since day one.
Yep.
No, I'm serious because
I know.
just one real fact, and then we can keep it moving. But Marlon Briscoe was the first black quarterback. He was a rookie.
Yeah.
And he scored like 4 touchdowns, something like that as a rookie. He did more than what any white quarterback would ever do in their fucked up time.
Right.
And when they traded him, he became a receiver for the 72 Dolphins and got a ring with the undefeated Dolphins.
Yeah.
And ever since then, the Broncos get their ass whooped by a black quarterback in the Super Bowl. Only reason why they didn't win that last time is because of Von Miller.
Yeah. Facts.
So.
All right. So the next topic.
That's all I got to say.
The damn Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis advances a bill that would ban making white people feel bad about racism.
What?
And no, this is not a joke. And no, I'm not going to read this whole damn article. Basically, what it boils down, it's not too bad.
I can read it.
Yeah, read it.
All right. I'm going to read it fast. Blow this up, though, because I'm blind. Okay. One more again. Sorry, family, I'm blind. All right. Shit, all right. Quick question for the group. Despite constant claiming liberals are easily triggered and snowflakes, are Republicans actually the most ridiculous, sensitive people on earth? So much so that they can't even stand the idea of factually accurate conversations about race, in the country. That might paint white people in the uncomfortable light. And now going so far as to try to effectively ban said conversations because sticking their fingers in their ears and yelling, la, 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 I can't hear you, when the topic comes up isn't working. If you're unsure, let us clear it up for you. The answer is hell yes. On Tuesday, a bill passed by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis that would prohibit public schools and private businesses from inflicting discomfort on white people during lessons of training about discrimination was approved. The State Senate Education Committee, its first hurdle before becoming a law, the bill SB 148 seemingly grew out of conservative hysteria over critical race theory, which, as a reminder, is an academic concept based on the idea of race, that racism is not about individual people's prejudices, but about institutions and policies. It does not, as GOP lawmakers and their partners in the right-wing media would have us believe, teach that all white people are racist. As far as another reminder, teaching CRT is not actually being required in elementary, middle, or high school. But you wouldn't know that by watching Fox News, which would have the viewers believe that the teachers are telling white kindergartners to turn over their allowances as reparations. Yeah. That would be tight. The bill, sponsored by State Senator Manny Diaz Jr., reads in part: an individual by virtue of his or her race or sex does not bear responsibility for actions committed in the past by other members of the same race or sex. An individual should not be made to feel discomfort, guilt, anguish, or any other form of psychological distress on account of his or her race. Oh my fucking God.
White fragility. That's white fragility to the fullest. No white guilt.
Yeah. Democrats have argued that such bill would lead to frivolous lawsuits and basic equate to censorship. When asked for real-life examples of schools and businesses telling students or employees that they're inherently racist because of the color of their skin, The Republicans' counterparts could come up with none. The bill's not for blacks. This bill was not for any other race, said Senator Chevron Jones. This was directed to make whites not feel bad about what happened years ago. At no point did anyone say white people should be held responsible for what happened. But what I would ask my white counterparts is, are you an enabler of what happened, or are you going to say we must talk about history? At a news conference last month, DeSantis said, who has resigned to the White House in 2024, called critical race theory crap and vowed to pass legislation allowing parents to sue schools and employees to sue employees and employers if they are made to listen to such a thing. Ooh. And as a comment by CBS News, the government spokeswoman reiterated DeSantis' embarrassing comments from the same news conference in which he suggested that Martin Luther King Jr. would be all for these Republican bills. You think about MLK stood for. He said he didn't want people to judge on the color of skin and the content of their character. DeSantis said at the time, you listen to some of these people nowadays, they don't talk about that. Naturally, governor like the MLK quoting Republicans chose not to focus on the fact that King regularly reminded America of its racist roots and said things like the Republican Party geared its appeal to program racism and reaction extremism.
Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Keep going?
Yeah, just finish that.
Anyway, on MSNBC, Johan Jones notes the whole bill is about prioritizing white hypersensitivity over truth teaching and sayings. Lessons about America's racist and sexist past are acceptable only if they don't offend white people. And according to Jones, it's nothing new.
What's that?
Yeah. Okay. Finally.
Okay. Dots, Christian Mother.
Nah, they just fucked up. So he's trying to basically say that he don't want white people to go through the suffer.
Yeah.
Is that, they need to tie their ass up and let them watch Hidden Colors 1 through 5.
Right.
Relive Roots. Well, Roots is nothing. You know what I'm saying? All that bullshit. They're fucked up.
Goodbye, Uncle Tom. Yep.
Yeah. Goodbye, Uncle Tom.
All them movies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
yes.
Yeah. He needs to be shot. But all right.
You see, he's gonna run for president in 2024.
Yeah. Well, his good old boy Trump might beat him out.
Well, he's gonna be on the same ticket as Trump.
Yeah, Trump will beat him out.
He's gonna be on the same ticket. He's gonna be his vice president, and Trump gonna be the president.
Shit.
Oh well, shit. I thought they was gonna get. What's her name? What's the black girl's name?
Kamala Harris.
Yeah, nah, not her. The one that's a Trump supporter.
Oh,
yeah, Cannon Owens. I thought that was gonna be the vice president.
Hell
no, Trump would never do that.
Oh my God. No, he won't.
You know.
Okay, that's the next one.
Your topic. So the last two topics of the night, Black family, thank you for sticking with us, are the Unhoused Neighbor News and the Unhoused Neighbor Sweeps.
You don't put it up like you always do.
Yeah, so it's a new year and the sweeps continue. These are sweeps, not cleanups. The city of Denver likes to paint them as cleanups. They're not cleanups, they're sweeps. They're destructions of whole people's property and communities. And
go ahead, keep talking.
We've been saying enough is enough of this. They need to repeal the urban camping ban.
Yeah, because that's where we need to go.
They're still putting stuff up.
Yeah. Okay, right there. That's just something. Okay, keep going.
And we're saying enough is enough of this shit. Stop sweeping people like trash. House people. We got 30,000 vacant apartments in Denver. There's no reason why anybody who wants a home does not have a home besides corporate greed and straight up corruption. And we're saying enough is enough of this. You need to house people. You sweep trash, not people. And these sweeps need to stop. But Mayor Michael Hancoon, our current mayor, continues to usher these out week after week. And just last week there was 2 sweeps, or this week.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna catch you up real quick, family, because we're barely hanging in. Okay, so be really quick.
And all of us on this show have been unhoused. We know what it's like to be moved along and told, you can't be here. You have to move along. So our whole question is, move along to where? Where do you want us to move along to? Should we move along to Aurora, where Aurora is about to pass the camping ban? Should we move along to your house, to your backyard? Because it's going to be in your backyard.
No, they're gonna move into the fucking state capitol. That's what they're gonna move into.
Yeah, that's what
and take all the gold off the fucking capitol.
Yeah, off the top of the dome. Yeah.
All right, so we're on the 5th. We're on February 5th, but this is what happened this week. On the 1st, said DVD cars left running all day. I thought this was against the law. Maybe the source is fair use. Sources from Denver Homeless Out Loud, which I feel personally like they just took us off the mailing list, so we don't ever know. So we can go advocate or help or whatever. And this is typical. Like this is like a typical day of sweeps, and they always leave their cars like this, or they're inside their car all day. This was see what happens.
18.
This car has been here for several hours, just running on one of the worst air qualities in Denver. And this car's just been running for hours with no one in it.
Maybe got kidnapped. Abducted or something. Okay.
So I'll have to wait till the next light.
Let's see what's going on over here.
2 hours. Run.
Okay, this is sweet, right? Yeah.
It was just there in October.
Yeah. Just there. I got family over there, so it's kind of like I just talked to them a couple days ago. They're still over there, so or over in that area. It's kind of tight.
Car's still there, still
this
on.
Area is repeatedly swept.
No officer in it.
Yeah, repeatedly swept. But this happened on the 1st. We're on the 5th, and I think I will call it afterwards. Across the street. A little short ass. Wave the light.
Well, I've gotten a ticket for this. The safety officer.
Yeah, you're embarrassing. This is typical tweets, right?
Land of the free, home of the brave? Question mark.
Yeah, the police just standing there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Nothing's really happening. This is kind of late though in the day.
It's right in front of Josh. You know where that's at. That's in front of
Yeah, I know where that's. Yeah, I know where it's at. That's over by that Jewish place over there by the Warwick Hotel.
Yeah.
By that bank. By the bank.
Yep. Right behind.
Right up the street from Wells Fargo. Yeah, because right up the street, that's where Denver Warwick Hotel is. Yeah, I used to camp in that motherfucker too. I used to go in the bathroom and sleep. I'm serious. Before I started working there.
Yeah.
Man, I was out in the street.
So it looks like it's right in front of New Genesis where this suite was.
Either way, it's late. Like whatever time this is, it's already in the daytime. So they're like way behind schedule. Yeah, I'll give it to my peoples. Hold it down. Don't move. Fuck them. Make it work for it. That's the crew. Yeah, fuck them. They're just taking their time. Good for you. I'm proud of you, workers. I have no idea. I'm proud of it. Yeah, hold your motherfucking ground. Fuck them. Yep, keep going. That's what we did. We was out there camping for like 5 fucking years all over the street. Hold your motherfucking ground. Shit, that is why man, I was known for fucking stalling out for like 2-3 days on the premise of the power chair. Power chair dead. I gotta watch the camp. Whole camp gotta move little by little. I hold it down for like 2 days. I had the rescue mission down for 3 months. Back in the alley. That's the longest time ever in history. Anybody held the fucking rescue mission down like that? Yep. Let's see. Okay, this is bullshit right here. Ain't do shit. Just piddling. Get to my people though, holding it down. All right, good for you. Let's figure out how to get back on this list or whatever because we're not getting no memos. This is the 4th. Said this week under the watchful gaze of Evan Dreyer. Oh my God, Deputy Chief of Staff.
Last year.
Oh, sorry, my bad. You're right. My bad. Is that it? Yeah.
That's it. Let's just click on the page. Go up.
I did.
I gotta put on the actual page.
What page? Oh. Okay. You're right. My bad. All right. February 3rd. City officials are aware of this location and are considering various alternatives. At this time, won't be putting a dumpster there. Will Fenton, Denver Public Health. But a business owner will do. Okay, I'm coming. There you go. He's in. Okay, he's in.
Yeah.
All right. Housing multi-year wait list, not a realistic option. Okay, where's this? It says multi-year wait list, realistic option, overflowing dangerous, shelters, overflowing dangerous. The city decision always favor anything that keeps poverty out of sight, preferring to hide poverty instead of housing our poor. Sweeps, the city renames sweeps as cleanups. Federal courts disagree and considering they refuse to find a way to try and provide trash removals. You got to consider they are reaping exactly what they're sowing, much to the discontent to the public safety. As an article, and that's in Elyria, Swansea. Let's see, talk about more homes being built for the crisis. 50. Yeah, this is more money.
Affordable for who?
Affordable for who? And this was the first. This was a sweep. Let's talk about. This happened. We didn't know about.
Yeah.
We had no idea. We even asked.
Yeah.
Didn't we ask?
Yeah.
We asked. And nobody knew. We asked city council. No one knew. And I beg to differ. I think this is, they lied.
Mm-hmm.
And shame on you for lying, because we definitely was trying to get over there. Nobody wanted to tell us. Right. So, family, if you're listening, I've been trying, but unless you know, hit me up. Other than that, the actual service providers, like I've been saying, haven't participated in trying to let us know so we can help you. So if you don't let me know, I don't know what else to tell you, because definitely been asking city council members to, if they knew about where the sweeps are. Of course they do. And, I just happen to believe that they were telling me the truth, because it was off, it's off the, because they're private. They never can tell the truth. But no. And this is what happened. A sweep on the 1st. You know what I mean? At 6 a.m. we could have been there. It's only right down the street. Well, it wasn't right down the street. But is it Sherman? It's Sherman, huh?
18.
Yeah, 18th Sherman in the beginning. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right
so
in front of New Genesis.
Yeah, they didn't tell us. So, family, if you see this, let me know. Let me know if you know you're getting swept. Let me know like the night before or whatever. Just hit me up. And we'll be down there. But they don't tell us, so how can I know? I don't know. I was sick, you know what I mean? Come on now, work with me. Yep. Do this shit. Oh man, I see that little white boy again. Ooh,
That white couple.
Oh my god. Mutual aid table. There's out there.
Morning.
Oh god. Okay, yeah. So that's pretty much how it went down. I feel like I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna continue to say I feel like it's a personal thing, different, almost out loud. Do better. Do better. Okay, so yeah. Aurora is making big old fucking steps forward. Denver should take note. How come Aurora goes faster than you? And they've only barely been on this homeless thing a couple years.
Yeah, but they want to pass the camper ban now.
They're not going to. They said no. They said no, huh?
No, they're still trying to pass it.
We could try it out. I don't think it's gonna work. Anyway, family, let me block this out. Did you drop a link? Yeah. Again? Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Let's. You have final words?
Final words, Christian Mother.
We're gonna do part 2.
You gotta win. Part 2 win.
Tomorrow, yeah, probably tomorrow night.
Yeah. I think I probably said too much already. You know what I'm saying?
Tomorrow's the Pro Bowl.
Oh yeah, fuck the Pro Bowl.
This guy right here. My priorities is the Pro Bowl. Instead of giving the news.
Fall asleep during the Pro Bowl.
You'll be all right. You ain't going to sleep. Kidnap.
It's not nothing about no Pro Bowl. You know, just I don't know, man. I always enjoy being on here. You know, everybody stay melanated and
yeah.
Dangerous. Stay away from eat your cracker soup. Shit, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, fuck it, man. Eat that motherfucker, make it taste like chicken. I don't know, shit. Yep.
You're closer.
Stay black and dangerous. So much is happening. Tune into the RVA if you can. Tap into that. I hit it with check out the reparations discussions and me and him had there's a couple of there's about 3-4 pieces on there. So I'm definitely gonna do another episode sometime. Tuesday Shabaka show. Tap into that on his program on Blog Talk on Tuesday. So yeah, just be looking for the notifications. We'll hit you up or whatever. And thank you for watching. Definitely stay black and dangerous. Very dangerous. And don't be scared. Stop being scared. It's gonna be all right. You're good.
Yep. So thank y'all for tuning in to episode 48 of the Frontline Black News. Please donate to the Cash App or the PayPal so we can keep Shabaka's Black Experience enhanced
and I can get a little heater.
Full effect, and she can get a little
tiny heater because I don't got no heat up in this.
And we'll be back next week with a brand new episode. In the meantime, make sure you check out Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced on Tuesday. Expect the unexpected is the topic. And we're still waiting on you Biden supporters to call in.
That would be an expected
call-in number is 516-418-5996. Press 1 and you'll be added to the queue. And also check out the Revolutionary Agenda on Thursday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And check us out for episode 49 of the Frontline Black News. next Saturday. Peace, love, light, and Black empowerment.
Hey, and y'all hit me in 10 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Peace.